Hey guys, I have the ColourPop 5-pan bright palettes. I don't know exactly what they were calling these when they first released them, but I got these in the mail right the day before we moved, and now we're at the new house, so I've been waiting to review these and kind of dive into them. I've already swatched them. They were kind of a mess. I know the light is glaring on them right now, but they were all pretty messy when I got them before I even swatched them. Like, you can see the lid here has red all over it and stuff in this one. I keep mentioning how ColourPop's quality control seems to have shit the bed lately, but I'm just gonna go through all these and swatch them for you. This first one is Statement Piece. Now, I did save the boxes, that way I wouldn't have to keep flipping it over like last time. Keep in mind, this is an entirely new setup for me. I tried to get it close to what I had before, so hopefully the lighting is the same. And this is the reason I usually have paper underneath. My desk is so torn up, but we'll just have to deal with that for now. So the Statement Piece one has 3 out of the 5 shadows that have little asterisks next to them. So Blair, Hoops, and Chainmail all have the little, not intended for use in the immediate eye area. I don't find that any of these stain too badly, because like I said, I already swatched them all to take pictures for my blog. But just keep that in mind, that these 3 colors have that little warning. So this first one is called Diamond Cut. And you hear that? The pans are very loose in here too, so that's another thing to complain about. But this is like a sheer metallic peach. Definitely sheer. It gives kind of a wash of color rather than anything else. Just trying to get wipes ready here. Okay. Next one is called Blair. And this one is a matte, kind of fluorescent peach, if that exists. It's a very, very bright peach. That one's really pretty and bright, very fun summery color. The next one is Lovelock. That pan is very loose in there too. This is kind of like a peachy rose gold. That one, again, kind of sheer like that first color. I wasn't too impressed with this palette right off the bat, so I will say that. They're not incredibly pigmented. I mean, the bright colors are, but those 2 sheer ones aren't that great. This one is called Hoops. Again, super bright. This is like a tangerine. That one's very nicely pigmented. And then the last one, Chainmail, is a bright orange. Sorry, that was my phone dinging. And that's a really nice bright orange. So these 2 are kind of but the 3 brighter colors in there are really pretty. Those are definitely, that orange is going to be fun for Halloween time, but like also summertime, spring and summer. So out of those, the last one stains the most, leaves a little bit of like a reddish stain, but nothing that you can't get off with a wipe. So that was the Statement Piece palette. Now the next one is Rumor Has It, and that is the blue one. Oops. Try not to get too much glare there. I have hiccups now. Every time I go to film. Okay. Do Tell. And just to mention, none of these have the little asterisk next to them, so they do not have that warning. But again, the lid is all dirty inside. And for something I haven't even used much yet, it was just, they were dirty when I got them, put it that way. So Do Tell is a matte, like seafoam, bluish color. It looks like a green blue in the pan, but then when you swatch it, it's a lot more blue. And it has little tiny silver sparkles that I don't know if they're quite picking up. It looks like you can see them in the viewfinder anyway. So that is this one right here. Focus. And then Confession. This one I was hoping would be a little bit more pigmented. It's very hardly packed in here. It's kind of like a turquoise with a gold shift to it. Then when you swatch it, it's pretty sheer. It's just not as pigmented as I expected it to be. Then we have Page 6. This is a matte, kind of like a cornflower blue. Or is that too bright to be cornflower? I'm not good at describing my colors here. This one's a little bit patchy, but I don't have a primer on here, so I think as long as you have a good base, it'll perform a little bit better. And then Gutta Text. This one's a metallic navy blue. Again, it's pretty sheer. I'm gonna do another layer of it just because. But the two metallic shades in here, like in that first one, they're both pretty sheer. And then the last one is On Paper, and this is a matte bright blue. This one's pretty impressive because blues like this are hard to get and not be chalky. So that is what that looks like. And you will notice with bright blues like this, and I can explain to you why, because I make makeup myself, when you go to wipe them off with a baby wipe or something, they're gonna have like a sulfury smell to them, like eggs, and it's kind of gross, but it's because of the it's because of it having ultramarine blue in it. Whenever that reacts with like something with a high pH, it gives off that sulfury smell. So if you do tend to notice that, that's all that is. It's the fact that it has ultramarine blue in the pigment, so it's gonna have that sulfury smell to it. So that's all that is. But that is, rumor has it. Now the next one is, we'll do the purpley one. This one is called Cashmere Forever. This first color does have a divot in it, but that was my fault because the first time I opened it, my thumb accidentally went into it, so that part at least wasn't ColourPop's fault, but I mean, the purple one and stuff were messy. I did want to mention that one color in every pan, in every palette has a little fleur-de-lis embossed on it, or imprinted in it. So the ones in here that have the asterisk, all of them except this first one, these four all have the little asterisk next to them. So the first one is called Softy, and it is very soft. Obviously, I accidentally stuck my whole thumb in there. This is kind of a chunky, iridescent lilac shade. It's got little bits of lilac, and I'm seeing like pink flecks in there too. That's what that one looks like. And then the second one is Wanted, and that's a matte lavender. That one's got kind of a, it's kind of hardly pressed in there too, and hard to pick up, so I'm gonna have to do a couple swatches. That's what that one looks like. My finger is all stained red now. Then we've got, these are hard to read, Grafting. It looks like grafting. This is a shimmery kind of fuchsia, and it has little bits of blue and purple micro shimmers. And Madison. This is a matte purple, really pretty purple. That one is a bit chalky, so I'm going to build it up here. It's kind of like that matte blue in the other palette, just needs a sticky base to work with, but that is a really bold, like royal purple. And the last one in this palette is Fifth Ave. And this one is a matte purpley berry. So again, a little bit patchy. That was a really messy swatch, but the palette as a whole looks really pretty together. There's just those two on the end need a little extra work to get them going here. Alright, so that is Cashmere Forever, and we have two left, and these last two are the best performing ones in my opinion. So we have two Haute, H-A-U-T-E. I didn't show you any of the boxes. They all have this same kind of super intricate gold design on the outside. The ones in here that are marked with the asterisks are, of course, the bright ones, 2 AM, Flirt, and West End. And this one looks to me like a combination of the three 5-pan palettes that came out for Valentine's Day from them. But this first one is called LOL No. I really like this color. This is like a metallic pink with a really strong gold flash to it. So we'll do this one right here. It's so pretty. I kind of want that as like a lipstick shade. Second one is 2 AM, and this is a hot bubblegum matte pink. And then we've got the Ivy, and that one's a metallic, like medium pink. It's got pink sparkles in there too. Then Flirt. This is a really hot fluorescent pink. Doesn't look that great swatched on my fingertip, but it's crazy pigmented and bright. And then so is this last one, which is called West End, and that is an almost red pink. I guess the better way to describe this is like a pinky toned red, and I grabbed way too much of it because I just dropped it on that other color. But look how pretty that is. I'm getting it all over the place. So that is that palette. That is Too Hot. And then the last one is the green one, which is probably my favorite. This one is High Society. As in like high society. And the ones that have the asterisk in this one is just the Don't Care color. Oh, wait a minute. On here it's called Hoops. On the back it's called Don't Care. That's funny. There's nothing on here that's it. These are all the wrong number. I mean the wrong name. Hold on. Diamond Cut, Blair, Lovelock, Hoops, and Chainmail. So they printed the same names on here as the Statement Piece palette. That's hilarious. How did they screw that up? I guess the actual names are Promise, Fan Fave, Buggin', Don't Care, and Scene. But for some reason I've got one with incorrect names. I wonder if that happened to anybody else. Let me know in the comments if you got these and that is the wrong names on your green palette. Anyway, this one is supposed to be called Promise, and it's a metallic, like minty green. So pretty. And you'll see all of these in this palette are really crazy pigmented. My hand is all stained red now. And then we have Blair. Nope, fan fave. I keep looking at the actual palette. This is a kind of lemony yellow with silver and blue sparkles in it. That one is so pretty. And it doesn't seem to me like they've done a color like that before, which is getting harder and harder to find with ColourPop palettes because they put out so many. Buggin' is this metallic lime, which is crazy. Love this color. Chartreuse. That's more of a chartreuse. And Don't Care. This is the one with the asterisk next to it. This is a matte green. Like a matte spring green. Come on, focus. This one's kind of dry. Needs a little bit of a better swatch here. And then the last one is called Scene. And that is a dark matte bluish green. Oh, that's so pretty. It looks terrible swatched on my finger, but when it's blended out, it's this crazy bright turquoisey green. That's so pretty. I dropped a chunk of it on that other color. But that is definitely my favorite palette out of the 5, and it sucks that it's got the wrong color names printed on it. That's just, things like that irk me, so that's gonna irk me when I use this. I'll have to keep the box for this one, just so I know the proper names. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys the swatches of all of these and kind of come back. I hope to start making vlogs again soon now that everything is situated and we've moved and I don't have to worry about that. They're probably still going to be boring though, because like I'm still not going anywhere or doing anything. So if you guys want to see that, then I can go back to making vlogs. I can't promise that they'll be very long. Like even I used to do weekly vlogs and they would be like an hour long, and that was only because I was driving around and stuff and filming in the car, and now I really don't go anywhere all that much. I'm still not going anywhere, so it is what it is. Look at my horribly scratched. I don't even know how this got so bad. Like this happened during moving, and I don't know what it was scraping against or what was rubbing against it. Before it was just these little brown marks. You can see one over here too. Like the brown chips that came out of it, but now it's all friggin' cut. I need to either get a new tabletop or get a piece of glass to put over it or something. I don't know, but I hope you guys enjoyed this swatch video, and I will talk to you next time.